It's that time, it's that time. Oh, you know what time it is. Oh, you know what time it is. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, who's this crazy dude? I gotta tell you, man, I've been doing this at this time, 5:30 a.m. Eastern ish. I've been doing it at this time for a long time now, man. Golly, we're going on 5 years. That's right, we're going on 5 years. And today we got another powerful episode that just keep coming. It's like pow, 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 pow. So today we have another incredible episode. We're going to talk about some getting really pushed out of our comfort zones, some experiences that we've had here. I'm coming to you live from Alpharetta, Georgia. We're going to break down some of those experiences. We're going to talk about getting out of our comfort zones. We're going to talk about the importance of casting a vision and what your dreams mean for you. And mostly what's going to happen today is we are going to activate that in you which is required to take action on the things. How do we activate you in a way to take action? That's what we're going to do right here today. GM3X. Super excited. If you're listening on Clubhouse, click the link at the top. You can come join us over on Facebook. See the full production today. We have some amazing photos and some amazing video B-roll. You're going to want to check it out. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So click that link at the top. Join us on Facebook. Those of you that have joined us on Facebook and YouTube, super glad you're here. Thanks for choosing to spend your morning with me. It absolutely means the world to me. And with that said, you know what time it is. It's time to rise and grind.
Welcome to GM3X. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to eight, and welcome to GM3X. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to eight, and the founder of the 800% Elite Club. I hope you're ready for motivation, education, inspiration, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations because it's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is, I gotta be like slightly a little bit careful because I am in a hotel room. It's 5:35 in the morning. There's people right there on the other side of that wall behind me. I don't know what they got going on up in there, so I can't like scream, scream, scream like I would normally scream, but you know I'm gonna bring it anyway. And to be honest, they should probably get up anyway. I'm not sure what they're doing over there, but I'm sure they could be doing more of it or even better at it or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know these people for nothing, man. I don't even know what's going on over there. Hey, today is Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. Now, Wednesdays are also known as CMA Day around here, which is Carter Myers Automotive Group, the most amazing automotive group in the entire automotive space, an organization with over 1,100 associates. Everybody is a part owner of the company. They're absolutely amazing. And I've had the honor of working with them over the last few years. It's been absolutely incredible watching them continue to grow in their transformation. So today is Wednesday, aka CMA Day. Today is also October 26th, 2022. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, October 26th, 2022. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Fair enough? Fair enough. Listen, I'm coming to you live from Alpharetta, Georgia, which is an incredibly, insanely beautiful place, incredible people. But I'm coming to you live from Alpharetta, Georgia, where here myself and about 100 others, including my team and people from the automotive space, myself and about 100 others um, from all around from all around North America, which is cool. We actually got a couple guys from Canada that are here with us as well. But myself and 100 others from all around, We have met to learn, to network, and to be inspired, right? That's really what it's all about. We have come together to learn, to network, and to be inspired. And last night, we kicked it off. We kicked it off at a place called I Fly. I don't know if you've ever been to these iFly places or if you've seen these iFly places, but basically it's indoor skydiving, right? So there's this huge fan at the bottom of a tunnel, like a tube, and there's this huge fan that's blowing wind. We were in there, the wind was blowing at what was the wind blowing at when we were in the 98, like 98 miles an hour, which was about 60% of the capacity of what this thing could really do. So we're in this wind tunnel, right? And it blows up and you get to fly in there. It's super stinking cool, right? It's amazing. So it's skydiving without the risk of falling thousands of feet to your death. And so people flew at this event, and we had music going, and it was super cool, right? Everybody came together, and my girl Jessica had like gift bags for everybody with their 800% and their name tags, which is always super fun. I know that sounds weird, but if you're an event person, you love those kinds of things. And we also had like a table where we sat down and recorded some different podcasts and had some really incredible conversations. Got to meet some new dealers that I'd never met before, and then also got to connect with some dealers that I've had the opportunity to meet and spend time with before. And so we met and we laughed, and it was really an amazing experience, right? They had these stunt guys and girls that were flying around in the tunnel behind us and showing us all the crazy things that you could do, and it was just epic, right? The place is not huge, and so we had everybody in there, and it wasn't too tight, but there was tons of energy and tons of buzz as everybody was together, right? And it was just a phenomenal experience. I mean, Paul and Kyle from Asotu, from those of you guys that are, whether you're in the automotive industry or not, you should check out Paul and Kyle, the automotive troublemakers. These guys are incredible, and they were there leading really thought-provoking conversations. My team had done an absolutely phenomenal job of putting the whole thing together. It was just awesome. It was awesome. And we pushed between the experiences and the interviews and so on and so forth, we pushed everyone in attendance out of their comfort zones. And that in itself was truly amazing. But here's the thing. We pushed people out of their comfort zones. We flew, and that experience was incredible. We got all these amazing superhumans together, networking and laughing and having a good time. And I walked away, and I will say to you this. I walked away, and I was not surprised at how incredible the experience was. I was not surprised. And we're going to talk about why that is in just a minute. But before we do, you know what we got to do on this show. Come on, let's go. Oh, that gives me a little echo when I do that. That's all right, though. It's time to get some dancing. Let's go. We need to do some dancing on this show, folks. I don't know where you are in the world, but it's time for you to get moving. Listen, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So I want you to get in motion right now. Listen, if you're out on a run, do some dancing while you're on the run. Just be careful, okay? If you are lifting weights, throwing a few extra pounds, maybe you're, you can just do your weightlifting with a little hip to your step, a little hip to your hop, a little whatever it is, right? Just get moving. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. This is the part of the show where we want to get this body in motion, okay? This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. Right now, if you're on Clubhouse, share this out. If you are on Facebook, share it out. YouTube, share it out. Like, take a second. You're dancing. I know you're dancing. You're like, boom, pow, pow. Glenn's got me doing all this stuff. He's got me dancing. He's got me sharing. He's got me doing all the things. All right, do that right now. And then this is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this show live or you're watching it on replay, say what's up, all right? I'll say what's up back. How you doing, Vicky Everett? I'm glad you're here. Gail Beecraft's in the building. Sean Weatherby and Ricardo Govindasamy is up in here. Jeff Moffitt, what's up, my man? Gloria Bond in the building. Leisha Watts, Tarika Simmons. We've also got Julio Soto and Bella Linda Rigby. What's up, Leisha Watts? I'm so glad that you're here. Christina Macy is in the building. Kevin Bailey is up in here as well. I also see Michelle McLean. She's been rocking with us a lot lately, and I believe Michelle's over on like West Coast, so she must be staying up late doing a lot of work. That's going to be my guess for her to be joining us at this time, but who knows? Maybe she's waking up earlier than me. It's quite possible. I also see my guy Josh is in the building. Maria Lind is up in here as well. I also see Cortland, Lee, Kenley, Aiden Kircher, my guy Scott Simons. Liza and I's flight is delayed. See y'all at 10. Oh my gosh, Scott, I hope you get here by 10 because we're kicking off with Bill Hauser right out the gate at 10 o'clock this morning. So Burns and Rick Tamburino. When I go over to Clubhouse, I see Peter's here and Judy's here. My guy John Paul Guidry, who's both here in person and online. Which I got to see Ramon last night, by the way, and TM, they both stopped by, which was incredible. I'm going to see Renee Noor. I think I'm going to see her tonight or tomorrow. And then I see Liddy and Dashika. I also see Mary Lynn is in the building. The Refresher is up in here. Blessing in the building. Glad you're here. I see Shay and Monty. I see Wesley and Donald. Good morning, Donald and Juliet. Good morning, Erica and Colo. Good morning, LaFern and Lois. Good morning, Russell and Sol Salcido. Good morning, Angela. How you doing, Lisa? What's up, Aja and Nathan and Shani? I'm glad you're here this morning. Sylvia's up in the building. Kevin and Amelia. I see you, Dennis. I'm glad you're here. Simeon is up in the building. The professor's in here as well. Silas, I'm glad you're here. My guy Roman just popped into the room. Thanks for choosing to be here with me. It means the world to me. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Christina Macy-Jewski. Christina Macy-Jewski. I believe that might be it. Thanks for being here with me this morning. We are here virtually, and there's a bunch of us that are here live. And if you're in the automotive space, you still got time. You're gonna have to be quick because you're about to run out of time, but you can come join us. So let me show you what we're doing here in Atlanta, and then I'm gonna kick you over to the Good News Girls real quick because they got something for you.
Automotive dealer owners and GMs only, exclusively on October 26th, the Technology Matters Summit presented by 800% Elite Automotive Club. We are holding this event at one of the premier dealerships in the United States of America. We will be at Beaver Toyota in Cummins, Georgia. That's right, Beaver Toyota, led by Patrick Abad. I know you've heard of the place. They've had a massive increase in sales over the last 3 years. And we're going to have our event right there on site. So you can check out the store. You can check out all the features. You can check out what some are calling the Disneyland of dealerships as we learn that technology matters from Dan Moore,
Brian Benstock,
Brian Kramer, and so many more. Grab your ticket now. We'll see you there. October 26th, Cummins, Georgia. Don't miss it.
Okay, down with the sickness. Good morning. Good morning. So, you know how we've been talking about pumpkins all month? Well, got some news today.
About a pumpkin?
About a pumpkin.
Oh, wow.
Gotta wrap it up. It's almost in a spooky season.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people think Halloween, boom, Christmas. We still have pumpkins and stuff in November.
Yeah.
Can't forget about us November babies too.
Okay.
I'd like a pumpkin for my birthday.
Okay.
But you can find the one I really want in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yes. This man grew for a state fair a 2,500 pound pumpkin.
Golly.
I cannot imagine, still cannot figure out how this man got the pumpkin to the fair. It's on a trailer, but how did he get it onto the trailer unless a crane? I don't know. It reminded me of the pumpkin off of Halloween Town.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That pumpkin was probably 2,500 pound pumpkin.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That was my favorite movie, by the way. Anyways, that's the kind of pumpkin I like for my birthday. If you want to get me something on November 12th,
I'll see what I can find, but
it may be rotting by then, so it may not be as heavy.
oh god.
Just get some seeds and then I can plant them on my farm.
I don't have a crane.
I can't wait to grow pumpkins now. Just go get the seeds for me. You go to Massachusetts all the time.
Yeah, Massachusetts.
That's how you learn how to say it right.
I don't know.
Well, that's all I got. 2,500 pound pumpkin
That's
at a
amazing.
state fair. Won state records. It's pretty freaking cool to me.
Pretty baller.
Pretty pubtacular.
Okay.
Pubtacular.
Those girls are wild. The good news girls. Listen, yesterday morning at 7 a.m., myself and members of my team, a big group of members of my team, we went the Indian Sit Trail right here in Alpharetta, Georgia. It was an incredible hike. We had a really good time. It was 4 miles of moderate, that would be the way I would describe it, 4 miles of moderate trails with some inclines, right? Some elevation, not a lot of elevation, probably 400 or 500 feet in elevation, and of course, rocky terrain under feet. So it was a decent hike. And prior to that hike, at 7 a.m., I had the opportunity to spend yesterday morning with a lot of you here on the show. And prior to that, had done my morning 5, where I write down my gratitude and goals and, follow a daily morning process, just like I did today, right? Every morning starts with the morning 5. And one of the things that's cool about the morning 5 planner that we have is at the top of every page, there's always a quote submitted by an actual member of our community, right? And so today, the quote was submitted by Rodney Rock Hatfield, who I believe is probably watching the show today. He's pretty much here every day, which I am so grateful for. And it says here, how you view what you do determines how you do what you do. How you view what you do determines how you do what you do. And so when my team and I got to the summit yesterday morning, when we got to the summit and we were sitting up there at the top, I asked each of them as the sun was just coming up, I asked each of them to share with me their dream. I said, what is your dream? Why did you choose to come be a part of my company? Why are you here with me this morning? What is your dream? What is the vision you have for your life moving forward? What is that vision financially? What is that vision personally? What is that vision spiritually? Like across the board, right? Mind, body, and spirit. What is the vision that you have? The dream, the goal, the target. And they each shared with me. Each of them took time to share what they wanted out of their life, what a dream life looked like, and why they had chosen, because it is a choice, right? Why they had chosen to commit their time, energy, and effort to being a part of this team right here, newly developed company, right? And so we spent that time doing that, and we hiked together, and we laughed together, and we dreamt together. Now, meanwhile, the rest of the team, right? There was a few other members of the team that did not come on the hike, but meanwhile, the rest of the team, they prepped and they planned and they built out the rest of this particular event, right? That we're at now. So by the time last night showed up, right? Right? By the time last night, thank you, Ramon, for that video, by the way. I've watched it like 4 times this morning. Makes me so happy. But by the time last night, arrived, I was not surprised at all that it was amazing. I was not surprised at all that it was amazing because we as a team and as individuals have done three things. Three things that if you make sure to do as well, you will be confident in the results of your actions. See, I was not surprised because I was confident in the result of my actions, my team's actions, and the intention that we put behind it. I wasn't surprised that we had a great time last night. I was grateful that we had a great time last night. I was grateful that it all came together the exact way that we envisioned it. So it really just came down to these three things. And this is what I wanted to share with you this morning, right? Because Rodney had talked about it in this quote. How you view what you do determines how you do what you do. We do things at a certain level of excellence because we view things through a lens of excellence. So listen, here's how you're able to guarantee that your actions are going to drive that positive result. Here's the three things that we did yesterday. First thing that we did is we made sure that everyone in the room was openly chasing a dream. You see, when you get a room full of dreamers, magic happens. So we make sure everyone in the room is openly chasing a dream. And how do we do that? Well, we work with top performers, people that know that there's more potential in what they do, people that strive for more. We specifically target those types of people. We attract those types of people. We cater to and serve and align with those type of people, dreamers, visionaries. And we put them in environments that expand their experience. See, I need you to know and understand something. There are parts, science has proven that there are parts of your brain, this incredible, magnificent tool, there are parts of your brain that will not activate. Why is it showing that screen? Did we freeze on Facebook? No, okay, we're good. There are parts of your brain that will not activate until you step into a geographical area that you've never been in before or experience some type of new experience that you've never experienced before. Like those parts of the brain simply will not activate until one of those two things happen. So listen, so if you're not traveling to new places you've never been and not stepping into experiences you've never experienced, you're literally leaving parts of your brain dormant. They'll just simply you'll never get used. However, when you do go into those areas and you do go into those experiences, it lights up parts of your brain that have never lit up before. And that's not only great for the circumstance that you're in, But now you can utilize more of your brain to look at your business differently, to look at your relationships differently, to look at your existence differently. We want to activate as many synapses in our brain as humanly possible so that we can pursue becoming the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. So, one, we make sure everyone in the room is openly chasing a dream, and then we create a room for dreamers. And when you do that, magic, right? Like we prepped, so the event started at 6 p.m. Okay, the event started at 6 p.m. I personally started at 3:50 a.m. with my morning five, doing the work to make sure that I'm the best version of myself that I can be so I can serve my people. Then my team and I went and did the work at 7 a.m. to go out there and hike on this mountain so that they could all be inspired and fulfilled. And then Jessica and the rest of the team did all of their planning and organizing and systematizing and doing all of the prep to make sure that we could execute, right? So the event started at 6 p.m. I started 14 hours prior. I started 14 hours prior with the intention that the night would be impactful and amazing. You see, the work starts at the very beginning. It's how you change, how you start your day. And we've actually been doing the work on this for day after day after day after day after day after day after day. So we've been stacking and prepping and preparing for last night's event, really, if you look back, for over a decade. So it's not a surprise that it went amazing last night. We had a room full of dealers, or dealers, that too, a room full of dreamers. And we've put in the work as individuals, as an organization, as a team. We understand our intention and desire with these particular events and have been doing is we acted and have been acting in faith. You see, you have to understand something. These events are not financially, they don't make sense. If we only look at these events from a financial perspective, they don't add up. I mean, that iFly place, I mean, it's like 200 and something dollars, a person. And we had however many people in there, 80 people, 100 people. Do some math on that. Hotel rooms for 3 nights at a very, 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 very nice hotel, feeding people breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 3 days. Like it's not financially, it doesn't add up. The math is not there. Now, we could go out and get a bunch of sponsors to cover the events. We could do that, but we've created such an intimate network, and I want to continue to create that intimate network. And my people trust me, and I trust them. So we don't just bring people in because they got money. You can't just buy your way into an 800% club event. You can't just come with your crappy product and come try to deliver it to my people. No, this is my family. And so we do have a couple small partners, but that's it. There's a lot of events in this space where they'll just load up with sponsors, right? And that's not what this is about. That's not how we craft and curate exceptional events like last night. And so fiscally, these events don't make sense at all. But to me and to the vision that we have for this company, the experiences that come out of it are priceless. You can't put a price tag on that. You cannot put a price tag on what happened last night. You cannot put a price tag on a human being who's terrified getting into a suit and going into a tunnel, right? And watching their face go from sheer terror to sheer joy as they're literally flying through the air in front of all of their peers. as they're literally activating a new portion of their brain that has never been activated before. New synapses. Can't put a price tag on that. It's absolutely priceless. The only reason we're able to do these events, continue to do these events, and have built the company that we've had is that every member of my team, from my wife to myself across the board, we act in faith. We trust. We trust that God has a plan for us and where we're going. Every teammate that I have has left very secure, very safe, very financially rewarding companies to come in an act of faith and be a part of what we're building here. My dealers come from all over North America. It's an act of faith, them knowing and understanding that when they show up, they're going to be in a room full of dreamers. They're going to be inspired. My team's going to do the work and do the prep to deliver an over-the-top experience, one that they will remember for a lifetime. And so it is acts of faith coming together that create a result that doesn't surprise me. I knew yesterday would be magical and exceptional because we've got the right people in the right rooms. We've done the work and we're walking in faith. Friends, I challenge you to do the same. I challenge you to dream and surround yourself with dreamers. I challenge you to prepare as best you can to put yourself in a position to take advantage of opportunities. And of course, I challenge you to go out, step out, and act in faith. Take action. Without inspired action, you will never move towards the result. The God of the universe, the God that made everything. And so that God put in you the ability, right? The ability and responsibility to be able to create at a massive level. That same God will be there for you. When you leap, if you start to fall, he will catch you like Peter on the water, right? Peter was walking on the water, started to freak out, started to drown. Boom, swooped him up. If you start to fall, he will catch you. And if you continue to do the work, continue to connect over time, you won't even be surprised. Instead, you will become expectant. Don't get tricky on that. You will become expectant from a place of gratitude, not a place of ego or a place of pride, but from a place of trust. You will trust that the people around you, the experiences that you have, are going to continue to move you forward. Listen, friends, I love you. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. All right? So do the work. Go out, do the work. Surround yourself with other people that are chasing those dreams and step out in faith. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to head over to Clubhouse, have a discussion about this over there. If you're watching live, if you're watching on replay, we have motivation, education, inspiration, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations on Clubhouse till 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. If you're catching us outside of that window, well then, if you're catching us outside of that window, then come back tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. We'll do this all over again on GM3X. Thanks for being here with me. See ya.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. Hashtag rise and grind, hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind, grind, 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 grind. Hashtag rise and grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed.